Okay, where were we? I don't remember if I read this or not. So, I'm just going to read it again. A jovial man, with long strands of hair hanging down from the point of his chin, lies in a hammock suspended at the end of the gangplank. One eye pops open and you walk onto the deck, and quick as a flash, he jumps down and produces a fistful of tickets from his breast pocket. "Welcome aboard the Kazunara," he says excitedly, "the best riverboat to ever sail the Storn." You glance back at the board and note the prices: 10 golds for Leirin, 15 golds for Rem, and 20 for Iula. "We leave at midnight, sir, so you're best be aboarding your horse in the hold without delay. Once you have decided which ticket you wish to buy, pay the man, raise the gold crowns from your chart." Alright, we said the middle one, because I don't want to give him all my money. So I will have 9 gold crowns left. Didn't I start this adventure with 50? Ah. Oh well. The hold of the riverboat is full of horses, not the slow cart horses favored by merchants, but strong and sturdy mounts that carry many scars of battle upon their muscular flanks. You unsaddle your mare, load her manger with feed, and then make your way back on deck. As you emerge from the hold, a voice calls out to you, and you raise your weary eyes. It is the captain, the mercenary leader you ran across at the ends of crossed swords. "Well met, my friend," he cries, and slaps you enthusiastically on the shoulder. "So you changed your mind. You have come to join my band of fearless fighters." Before you have a chance to answer, the captain and his men, who are all considerably worse for drink, stumble past on a quest for the utmost importance: search for the wine store. You are far too tired and weary to follow. The thought of your cabin bed and a good night's sleep is all that interests you. With your horse stabled safely in the hold of the Kazunara, all that remains for you to do is find your cabin. This proves to be a tiny room at the bow, but at least it has a comfortable bunk, and you fall asleep as soon as your head touches the feather pillow. You wake an hour after dawn and peer out of the circular porthole at the shadowy riverbank. Drizzle obscures the detail of the sky, and the sky is tinged with gray. As day approaches, the river mist grows thicker and wider, and you go up on deck. The captain stands alone at the rail, his shoulders of his leather cloak soaked by the cold drizzle. He nods a welcome and points to the center mountains, now hidden in the mist. "This foul weather robs us of landmarks, but by my reckoning we should be in Leeuwen by noon." You stare through the grey damp air and pull your cloak closely around your shoulders. "If you have completed the Laurel Circle of Solaris..." No, I have not. Alright, so I turn to page 44. Suddenly there is a tremendous jolt and you are thrown head first against the rail, lose 2 endurance points. The screech of twisting metal and splintered wood tears through the silence as the Kazunara shudders and dips violently. The boat has hit bottom, a line of logs chained together across the river. Oh, it has hit a boom. Bottom. Ha ha! I should really pay attention to what I'm reading. Okay, so I lost 2, but I gained 2 from the past 2 numbered sections, so, you know, we're no worse for wear at the moment. "Hell's teeth!" cries the captain. "Have we run aground?" As the words leave his lips, a grapnel and rope drop from the sky and bite into the ship's rail. More follow, and through the mist you can make out the shapes of longboats approaching. "River pirates!" shouts the helmsman. "Prepare to repel boarders!" Further along the deck, one of the captain's men is felled by a thrown knife. His comrades rush to his aid, but by now the river pirates are pouring over the side of the... and he is trampled underfoot. "Battle order!" bellows the captain, and immediately his men respond, linking shields and holding their ground. A swarm of grim-faced pirates are boarding close by. One of their number, a lean man with only one ear and a split nose, smiles at you with anticipation, his lips drawn back and from his teeth, and his eyes wide with excitement. He is obviously relishing the thought of ending your life. "If you have a bow and wish to use it..." Yeah, that should wipe the smirk off his face, huh? The riverboat is still rocking violently from the collision, throwing you off balance. You raise an arrow and aim at the man's chest and try and anticipate the shift of the deck as you prepare to fire. Pick a number from the random number table. If you possess the Kai discipline of weapon mastery with a bow, add 3 to your score. If you have the Magna Kai discipline of hunt mastery, add 1 to your score. So, because I have the silver bow, I get to add 7 to my score, which means I don't even have to select a random number because I am that badass. He screams and falls with the arrow embedded so deeply into his chest that only the feathered flights can be seen. His comrades freeze in their tracks, their eyes wide with fear. As you move forward, they scatter and run. Damn skippy they do. Alright, 3 arrows left. Leaping over the dead bodies, you fight your way across the deck to where the captain is in combat with 5 pirates. While he attacks with a longsword in his right hand, he parries enemy cutlasses with a bronze sleeve shield that encases his left forearm. He fights with cool determination, making light work of the battle-clumsy pirates. Then a war horn heralds the arrival of a new, formidable wave of attackers. You anticipate the captain's danger and rush to protect his back from the snarling, mad-eye pirate berserkers. And, we have actually a pretty cool picture here of the captain being a badass. He's blocking a sword with his left arm and cutting up another one with his sword in his right arm, and he just looks mean. Pirate Berserkers, combat skill 20, endurance 30. Alright. So, combat skill is 20. I have 26. Their endurance is 30. I'm at 35. Let's get it on! They're down to 12, I've lost nothing. They're down to 5, I'm down to 32. They're dead, and I'm down to 31. Alright, so I lost 4 points there. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh, yeah, and they were immune to Mind Blast. So it's a good thing I didn't count that. Because I just counted my regular bonuses. The tide of the battle has turned in your favor. The pirates come in search of easy plunder, but your furious resistance has broken their nerve. They flee from the decks, scrambling into the longboats to escape. The captain follows them, hewing at them with his sword. He cuts his way to the ship's rail and grabs the pirate leader by the neck. He rams the man's head against the main mast once, twice, 3 times, with a rage that splits the timber and the pirate's leather-clad skull. Good lord. Ha! He cries gleefully. I've always said the Dildanians have no head for a fight. Aha! He makes jokes. Oh, I bet he's great with kids. The battle ends as swiftly as it began, with the surviving pirates melting away like phantoms into the fog. There are few casualties among the mercenaries, but the boat's crew have been decimated. The pirate berserkers trapped them below decks and slaughtered them. Only one escaped their murderous blades. The captain takes command, marshalling repairs and overseeing the burial of the dead. As the bodies sink beneath the dark waters, the Khazanora emerges from the mist to a welcoming sight of Lewin. Lewin, I believe. Lewin, the city of flowers and wine, greets you. Its towers, timbered houses, and fortified perimeter wall silhouetted against the sky. It lies in the shadow of the Cynars, at a dangerous bend where the fast-flowing Storn undercuts the sheer slopes of the mountain Prindar. The captain docks at Lewin Quay for provisions, and as his men busy themselves with a myriad of duties and tasks, you accompany him on a visit to the Lewin apothecary. The entrance to the famed establishment is marked by a huge stone jar, creaking on its chains. The shop is vast and full of things that stir your curiosity. Towers of container liquids, mountains of coarse grain powders, and forests of roots, herbs crowd the bleached wooden shelves. The captain seeks medicines of strength and healing in readiness for the battle ahead, and the herb master's eyes widen with delight when he reads the captain's list. They are his most expensive preparations. If you wish to examine some of the potions that line the shelves, if you wish to take a look at some of the other shops in the street while the herb master prepares the captain's order, let's take a look at some of the potions. I don't think I need any, but why not? Several of the smaller stoppered glass jars contain potions that could be of use to you in your quest. As you peer along the shelves, you look carefully at their labels. Potion of Lamsfur, Potion of Gallowbrush, which induces sleep, Rindalim's Elixir, stores 6 health points, Potion of Elthir, increases combat skill by 2, and Graveweed, causes death if swallowed. Let's take a look at my my backpack. I think I'm fine. Yeah. Think I am good. Alright, if you wish to look at some of the other shops on the street, sure, why not? You agree to meet the captain and the apothecary in 1 hour's time before beginning your exploration of Lewin. Further along the street, you notice a dusty shop window full of weapons. Above the door you see a sign. Dimiko's Weapon Shop. All weapons bought and sold. You wish to enter the shop? No, we don't need weapons. We have the broadsword, we have a bow, we have the summer sword if we get desperate. I don't need to spend what little money I have on a sword. I was thinking about getting an extra sword since the silver bow doesn't count as a weapon, but I only have 9 gold, so I think I'll be fine. At the end of the street, you stop and look in a window of a tall, half-timbered shop. It contains a fascinating selection of maps and charts, which detail the various cities and regions of Magnamund. You enter the shop and browse the shelves that line the walls. 3 maps in particular attract your interest. A map of Summerland, a map of Takaro, and a map of Lewin. They're all backpack items if you wish to buy one or all of them. Make the necessary adjustments on your action chart. I really do want a map of Temco.